Hey, this is Juanita Waterman, and I want to talk to you about my vision. My vision for me and my team is I want to help 100 of you by leading the way, by going through the jungle, 100 of you to go take the shortcut, follow us, follow the leaders in Empower Network, follow them through the jungle of internet marketing, the wild, wild west, as I like to call it. Uh, and get to where you want to go quicker. And one of the ways that can happen is for all of us is to help 100 people. Now, you don't help people by babysitting them or holding their hand and carrying them through. You can help them by setting the example and showing them it's possible. Because here's something you don't understand. I have every excuse in the world not to do this. I have to give up on myself. One of the things that I have in my background is I have post-traumatic stress syndrome, I have ADHD, and I'm also bipolar. Thanks a lot, right? So the first 47 of years of my life, I let those three things, not knowing I had them at the time, just literally steal my life from me. I was a prisoner to those things because I didn't even know it. It's kind of like the elephant who had that chain around his ankle as a baby and it got sore and he couldn't pull out of there. So now that he's an adult, he still believes that, if he pulls on that chain, it's going to hurt. And when actually he's strong enough now to pull out of that chain. So I had to be led by leaders like David Wood to show me that I'm worth it. I'm worth $10,000 a month. I'm worth $20,000 a month. I'm worth $30,000 a month if I'm willing to do the work and do the leading and be a leader and lead the way. Not hold everybody's hand and drag everybody across the line. That ain't happening. But to lead the way and do the work that it's going to take. So my vision is to help 100 people to show them that this bipolar, post-traumatic, ADHD, grandmother, unemployable. I was a waitress for years, but I never saw my family. I was also on in welfare for years too before I was a waitress. So I was never meant to become anything. I was never thought I could ever have more. And then one day, when I found out what I had, when I found out I had ADHD and bipolar and probably a bit of autism too, that's why I don't do good in big groups. I get overstimulated and act pretty crazy. But one-on-one, I'm okay. So the thing is that my vision to help 100 people to see I could use all those things for excuses. My dog just died. I mean, that I didn't expect to be so sad about my dog dying. That was horrible. I don't even want to tell you about my other personal problems. They are really personal and it's just sad. So what am I going to do about it? There's two things I can do. Focus on the bad things on my life. Focus on what's going wrong or focus on what's going right. And from the leaders, this is what I've learned. Focus on what's going right. Do the abundance. $775 last week in commissions. Last week, $775, you guys. You know how hard I would have had to work as a waitress to make that? Instead, you know what I was doing to make that? I made a few videos and was hanging out with my grandkids. Now, second part of that, $3,000. I'm getting a check for $3,596 in 10 days. Why am I getting that check? Because now I'm going to get the check. That was a week's worth of work. Week's worth of work, $3,000. What was I doing to make that money? I went to San Diego, met my sister after 27 years. 27 years, because I came from lack. I didn't have enough money. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. And I came from so much lack, I didn't see my sister for 27 years. And I adore her. So what has Empower Network done for me? Can it do it for you? Heck yeah. All you have to do is plug in. I plug in. I'm not one of those people that misses the Monday night call. I'm not one of those people that doesn't read everything David puts out there. I'll go to his Facebook profile every single day to see what he's posted. I have a Skype group for my team where we can talk and visit. I don't just think about working. I actually create content even when it's bad. You guys seen my bad stuff. If you haven't, go look. Because the point is, I know that every single video I do isn't going to be good enough for every single person out there. But if I can touch one person's heart with that video and they say, she's talking to me. She's talking to me. She's telling me I don't have to stay in this hole anymore. If I can just touch one person's heart and show them you don't have to. You can build a business online. You can make money. You can have fun doing it. You can have a life while you do it. Then I've done my job. I'm happy. If I can help 100 people realize that our excuses, all, when I say I have them too, aren't enough to stop us from chasing our dream. And whatever your dream is. For me, my dream is to be financially free to go where I want, with who I want, when I want. And the places I want to go are to Hawaii, to places where I can do missionary work with my children and my grandchildren, where the need is great, where there's people that need my help. They need my finances. They need my work ethics. Whatever it is they need in that area, I want to go there and do that. I don't want to be tied to a house and tied to a town and tied down. I want to travel and go do volunteer work all over the world. That's what I want to do. And I can't do that broke. So that's my dream. I don't know what yours is. Maybe you do want to stay in one place. Maybe you traveled. Maybe you were in the army, a brat, and you had to go everywhere and you've never had a home and you've never settled down and you've never been able to build tight, lines with people. And maybe you've never had a home with, who knows what, but that you would like to have those things. And there's nothing wrong with those things. Those things are all gifts. They're just things. You don't have to love them. They can go at any time, but you could always get them back. That's the thing about things. Things are things. You can always get them back. But one of the things you can't get back is your time. And one wise person told me about time like this. Time is going to come and go whether you sit on your butt and do nothing, or if you go ahead and go out and make those 200 crappy videos, or go out and make those 200 whatever content that you make and you learn from it. But that time's still going to go by. So you might as well be doing something to improve yourself, improve your blogging abilities, improve your video making abilities, improve your friendship skills, becoming a friend to people instead of a spammer. You don't even know, sometimes people just don't even care about you. They just want you to join them. They don't care if you need it or not. Well, that can't happen anymore. You have to care about people. So my vision is, I see myself as a $100,000 a month income earner, traveling the world with my children and my grandchildren, doing volunteer work, missionary work, and doing fun stuff too. A balance. And that's what I see for my life. I see myself as an empowered woman, being able to bless others, and for me to be able to receive blessings as well. I see myself as being an inspiration to women with ADHD or single mothers that are raising 4 kids by themselves. I see myself as an inspiration to women who are on welfare, that they can get off. They don't have to be dependent on government. I see myself as an inspiration to waitresses. It's a hard job, especially when you're running 3 of them at a time. I see myself as inspiring men to realize if this crazy Mexican 51-year-old grandma can get off of her butt and get to work, what's wrong with me? And one of the things I know some of you guys might have problems with is, I don't know what to say. Neither did I. But you know what got me talking? Was listening. Listening to every inner circle. Listening to everything Empower Network had to offer. Listening until those things pop out of my mouth on their own. And in my version, not, I don't sound like Dave. I don't sound like David Wood or David Sharp. I don't sound like any of the mentors I've listened to. I sound like Juanita Waterman because I add my own taste to it. You will do the same thing when you listen to these people over and over again, people who have minds that can build to 100,000 a month. You will start to sound, act, smell, walk, talk like $100,000 a month income earner. That's how you'll sound. That's just how it will be. So let's do this together, 100 of us. Let's get this team built. Let's take 100 people to 100,000 a month. Let's show the world that blogging and vlogging, making videos, is a great way to earn income online. It's a great way because one of the things that's happening is you're no longer in your shell, in your box. You're no longer in your car. You're no longer unseen and invisible. You are visible, you're seen, you're heard, and you're adding value. So that's my vision. Add value and share it with the world. Don't hoard your value. Don't hoard what you learn. Even if you learn one thing a day, don't hoard it. Share it. See ya.